My name is Mark Ferrara, 5'9", about 240 pounds, from Boston, Mass.
Okay, and go ahead and tell us, you're getting ready for a show, but tell us which show.
Getting ready right now, about 7 weeks out from the NPC Connecticut Grand Prix.
Okay,
yeah.
And this is your first show, right?
This is actually my first show, yeah.
Okay, now how long have you been bodybuilding?
I started when I was 13 years old, and I'll be 30 this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what actually, we had talked off camera about it,
Yep.
but what got you into bodybuilding? Like, what do you really like about it?
Yeah, you know, I've always been fascinated by it. I remember walking in a GNC when I was a young kid with my father and seeing Lee Priest on a Twin Labs ad, and just fascinated by it. I'm a fan of pro wrestling, and you know, a lot of those were bodybuilders, and just the whole concept, and you know, kind of, you know, the whole superhero-esque type of, you know, what you can do to your body, you know, and the process behind the discipline and the structure, and you know, challenging yourself and trying to push your body to new limits every day is something that attracts me.
You definitely got a superhero look, man.
Thank you.
Crazy dude. We filmed your workout, but go ahead and tell us what you did, what movements you did, and what you like about each movement.
Yeah, we did a basic shoulder workout today. You know, we started with some shoulder presses machine. It's got some really cool equipment at this gym. It's a powerhouse in Fenton, and got a kind of like a hammer strength Nautilus type press we started with, and we did some shrugs. Sometimes I'll do those on back day, sometimes shoulder day. Then we repeated the shoulder press, and we did it facing the other way to get more of the rear delts. We went over to the dumbbell rack. We did side raises, front raises, rear delts raises, seated and standing. Bent over, excuse me. Did some more shrugs with the dumbbells. Hit the traps a little differently, height of the traps. We get some upright rows to finish off, more of a close grip for more traps. That's about it. You know, we got about 6 or maybe 7 or 8 exercises, 3 sets each, 3 or 4 sets each, and you know, short and intense to the point.
And I know you said normally you would do calves and abs.
Yeah, I usually do calves and abs every day or every other day, or one or the other, one day and one of the other day.
Okay.
You know.
And now, would that be your standard workout, or do you sometimes would you trade a different movement for like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. It really depends on the gym too. I mean, some gyms have certain shoulder press equipment, you know, shoulder presses that are a little different. But sometimes I'll do dumbbell presses to start off. But I like to change it up quite a bit, and. But generally, you know, I try to hit all the heads of the shoulder and throw some traps in at the end, and that's kind of how I'll structure my shoulder workout, you know.
Good deal. What's the experience been like for you dieting for the show?
I love it. I absolutely love it, because you know what, even though it's been my first show, I've always lived like a bodybuilder, you know, and kind of a monk-like lifestyle, and very, you know, simple, and I don't go out. I'm kind of a hermit crab, so you know, I've always kind of have a, you know, structured, disciplined lifestyle, and this is just taking that to another level. And I love the challenge, I love the sacrifice, and I love knowing I'm doing something that most people wouldn't even think about doing, you know. And I don't look at it as suffering. I actually look at it as a form of discipline, and it helps me actually with the other aspects of my life. Helps me grow my business. It helps the rest of my life grow and progress and sharpen those tools too. So. And the people that look at it as suffering, those are the people that don't want to, that are really not here for the long term. This is something I enjoy. This is a passion of mine, and I'm here for the longevity.
Yep. So, Bud, what's it like working with Jose Raymond?
That's great, man. I reached out to him in around December. We started training, and not long after, he got me talking about doing a show, and something I've been wanting to do my whole life, but you never feel like you're ready, you never feel big enough, and I'm glad he pushed me to finally get started, get in that direction, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be pursuing this at this time, and probably never, because you never feel good enough or never feel big enough, and get caught up in the size game or get caught up in having to be 300 pounds, and that's generally sometimes not the right idea and right selection anyways. So it's been awesome. It's been great. He's great. It's great that he lives locally too. So I get to see him in person a few times a week. Puts me through a few workouts and
So
checks in.
We
do posing with him after most workouts, and been an overall great experience. So.
Good deal, man. Anyone you'd like to thank, friends, family, and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd go back to Jose again. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be stepping on stage. And my family, they don't understand bodybuilding, but my parents have been there from the start. And, it's thankful to have them. Grateful, very grateful. And my friend Matt, friend MG, Mike, and Anthony, good buddies of mine, and so just a good support system, small group. Quality over quantity. So.
Good deal, man. And go ahead and tell us a little bit about your personal training business and how people can get in touch with you.
Yeah, I've been training clients for several years now, and really at a point now where I can be a little more selective with who I take on, who I work with. And I was training some clients at a local gym, and just got an opportunity to move my clients over to a Gold Gym in Reading. Much nicer facility, great people, and so far so good. So expect big things out of there, and just something I'm very passionate about. So for me, it's more than a job, and I really love working with people that I can help and make an impact on.
Good deal, man. And do you have a website, or is it best to contact you on Facebook?
Yeah, I do have a website. I don't do much with it. It's more of a portal to get to my other social media, but website's markferrarafitness.com. I'm mostly active on social media, on my Instagram, and I got a little YouTube channel that I'm slowly putting things up on, but Instagram is mostly where you'll find me. And if you want to get contact info, markferrarafitness.com.
Okay, Mark. Well, we're going to get this photo shoot on. Good luck at your show in 7 weeks, or?
Yeah, about 7 weeks. Yep.